Hey there, fight fans. Welcome back to a jaw-dropping recap of a night that sent shockwaves throughout the UFC universe. And brace yourselves because in the blink of an eye, the fairy tale of Sergei Pavlovich came crashing down.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Oh! Tom Aspinall emerged from the shadows, delivering a knockout that no one saw coming, and snatched the UFC heavyweight belt with lightning speed. But hold on tight because that is not all. In a clash that was anticipated to be a wild roller coaster, Alex Pereira and Jiri Prochazka stepped into the octagon promising a chaotic showdown. But we didn't suspect that the ref would once again not even give a fighter a chance to recover, especially at such a crucial point in the match.
That's f***ing weird, huh? Holy shit.
So, without wasting any more seconds, let's rewind the clock and dissect the chaos from the very beginning. And if you liked the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We would be very grateful. And that is why MMA is the most unpredictable sport in the world. When two giants like Sergei Pavlovich and Tom Aspinall enter the octagon, you never know what will happen. Everyone expected a quick and brutal knockout, but no one expected it to be Pavlovich being the one that gets knocked out. This fight is a reminder that anything can happen in the UFC. Even the best fighters in the world can be knocked out on any given day, especially in the heavyweight division, where the margin for error is so incredibly small. Now, as you remember, the UFC 295 event was originally supposed to be led by Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic, with Sergei Pavlovich as the belayer for the fight. However, fate, as it so often does happen in the world of MMA, had other plans. Jon Jones was forced to withdraw from the fight due to an injury, so what could have been a huge disappointment turned into a canvas for the UFC matchmakers to paint a brand new masterpiece. In a rather chance of serendipity, the rearranged card gifted fight enthusiasts with an unexpected gem, the Pavlovich-Aspinall showdown. Pavlovich was returning to the octagon after his victory over Curtis Blaydes, where in his signature style he dismantled his opponent in the first round, and Pavlovich accomplished what no one had in recent memory, a staggering 6 consecutive first-round knockouts. The stage was set for a potentially historic 7th victory, a milestone that could have cemented his legacy in every sense. However, fate had a different script in mind. As for Tom Aspinall, this was the Brit's first fight after a knee injury that he received a year earlier. However, it is worth noting that Aspinall came out with virtually no fight camp and was considered a slight favorite. According to many, the Brit had enough keys to defeat Sergei Pavlovich. Now, Pavlovich, true to his strategic prowess, remained patient, meticulously gauging the distance to unleash his trademark blows. Aspinall, on the other hand, opted for strategic low kicks and strategic navigation all around the octagon. The crowd collectively held their breath, gripped by the indescribable feeling that the bout's climax was imminent. And in a heartbeat, Pavlovich initiated exchanges connecting with precision. The crowd erupted, believing that the end was near. Yet in a display of resilience, Aspinall weathered the storm, biding his time for an opportune moment. Then, with an unexpected swiftness, he launched a counterattack, landing a thunderous right hand to Pavlovich's temple. Sergei, momentarily dazed, succumbed to the onslaught. In a whirlwind of speed and precision, Aspinall executed a decisive finishing move. And just like that, it was all over. The first round bore witness to a spectacular turn of events as Tom Aspinall leveraged his primary asset, speed, and delivered a knockout that defied expectations and left Pavlovich in disbelief. Now, this unpredictable dance of fate had spoken, leaving the MMA world in awe of Aspinall's stunning victory.
Oh well, hey. But y'all know where the crown really is. It's right here. Bang.
But then in the main event of the evening, light heavyweight title fight took place between the ex-champ Jiri Prochazka and ex-middleweight title holder Alex Pereira. It turned out to be even more intriguing than the Aspinall Pavlovich bout. Prochazka returned to the octagon after almost a year and a half of inactivity. If you remember, in June of last year, it was a pretty great fight where Prochazka got victory in a fight against Alex Pereira's good friend Glover Teixeira and became the new light heavyweight champion. And this was, well, consider it revenge for a friend. At the beginning of the fight, both fighters actively employed the low kicks, but Pereira, renowned for his proficiency in this technique, was managing to knock Prochazka down. Even midway through the first round, the Czech fighter executed a takedown and established control on the ground. However, Jiri failed to gain any significant advantage there. Aside from a couple of elbow strikes, he could not capitalize on the ground in 2 minutes of effort. Pereira showcased excellent defensive skills and even returned to a standing position by the end of the 5-minute round. At the beginning of the second round, the fighters exchanged a series of blows. Pereira continued to kick powerfully and even changed up a couple of his attacks, delivering a high kick. In the middle of the round, Prochazka launched an excellent series of attacks, pinned Pereira up against the cage, and threw a lot of blows, including some knees. Alex had to save himself in the clinch to avoid a knockdown. At the end of the round, Prochazka again rushed at the Brazilian, and this time, it was actually a pretty big mistake. Alex threw a powerful right hook, which literally cut down Jiri. But Jiri quickly regained composure, seizing Pereira by the legs, and it appeared he might be able to recover. Now, while Alex continued to unleash some finishing blows, Prochazka displayed resilience. However, referee Mark Goddard had a different perspective and decided to stop the fight, declaring Pereira as the victor. Alex is now the new king of the light heavyweight division, achieving this remarkable feat of winning 2 championship titles in 2 different weight categories just within 7 fights. However, one might question whether the fight was stopped too early. In such a challenging bout, referees are often expected to give the fighter an opportunity to recover.
Now, was it an early stoppage? This is the thing about mixed martial arts. You can't give the ref the opportunity to stop the fight. You can't give the judges the opportunity to take this fight away from you, right? In wrestling, the coach would always says, don't get caught in a cradle. Because everybody's like, oh, how do I defend the cradle? How do I defend the cradle? Don't get there, right? So I cannot say that it's an early stoppage, or I can't say it's an early stoppage. My gut is kind of like, I'm more hung up on the fact that Jiri tried to stand with a kickboxer.
Him saying that he wants to fight Adesanya is just kind of crazy.
It is. He said he was in a bar and he heard Izzy talking and was like, yo, I'm going to fight in the UFC. 2 years later, dude's the double champ. Hey.
He acknowledged that it was the right stoppage, and Alex Pereira is the man.
Well, good for him, right? Like, he's the only one that really knows what's going on in there. But, dude, Alex Pereira is just amazing. I mean, honestly, you know, there are no words to describe who this man is, the things that he's accomplished in that short period of time. And while he seemed okay with everything, dude's out there calling out Adesanya.
Yeah. Hey, Adesanya, come true, daddy.
Pereira is a special human being, not just a fighter, a special human being. And I'll say that because I've been in there with him many times. He's a special human being, and he's got a special ability when it comes to putting people to sleep. He can do it to anyone. It's very impressive, his story. His story is very impressive. What he's done in kickboxing, coming to the UFC, hunting me down, getting hunted, and then going up to 205 now and looking to claim a second belt. Like, when they do a story or a movie on his life, it's gonna be something amazing.
So that is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us. And thank you all in advance.